Hello, my name is Chris Parham, and this is my website for my course called DesigningRemotely.com, Remote Designing Reimagined. And this course is for people who are, for instance, first-year freshmen who are thinking about going into graphic design as a career. And this is also my secondary audience would be high school seniors who are thinking about going to art school to become designers. And we're going to start with my first slide. The first slide deals with poster design, and what happens is that we're having the user basically redesign, for instance, using a poster design, but using design thinking. And the thing is, there are going to be limitations, which are going to be right here for each design template. So, for instance, 2 colors, one typeface, 2 images out of 3, 1 wireframe, software, and so on. So these are going to be the limitations for poster design. So next we're going to show you we're going to take a look at the other design templates. Logo design and branding, graphic design, website design, advertising and marketing, UX and UI design, and desktop publishing. And as you can see, they all fall under the same category. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next slide, which is going to be, for instance, designing desktop publishing, and then also logo design. So what a designer would do, the user would do, would click on one of these and go to the next page, which would be the redesign page. Actually, not the redesign page, but the pages where all the templates are. So you choose one of your templates, and then you'll either use Mac or Windows or Adobe Creative Suite, because that's a part of the redesign process as well. Either 2 programs or 1, but you're only allowed to use 1 or 2, not 3. So next, we go to the good, bad, and the mediocre, which is basically a guide to a user on how to pick good design compared to bad design. And the thing is, this comes with real-world circumstances as well, because we're using this as a guide, but at the same time, the user has to make up his or her own mind about what constitutes good design. So then, once we get over to your left, you'll see 30 rough sketches, and then to your right, you'll see 6 rough sketches boiled down to 1. And then we go to the redesign process, and all kinds of questions are being asked by the user in terms of, why are you placing this here? Where's the design thinking that constitutes using this typeface? Why are you using this particular filter? And does this convey the message that you're trying to get across in terms of the pandemic? So this is design thinking in different ways, and there are arrows pointing to this and arrows pointing to that. So a bunch of different things are going on in terms of the design process. And here is the design finish. To your right, you'll see the finished product. To your left, you're going to see the commentary by the user, primary demographic Amira Parham. And then also we have the poster design template up here, which she's using. And then we also have the other finished products, such as the web design. We got your logos, your things over here, your roughs, and then you got your final rough right here, and your 6 roughs to start you off, but you come down to this one, which is going to be your final piece. And then we have the user asking a basic question: what did I learn while learning about design, and how has that shaped my views on creative and design thinking? So we have the same situation over here where they're basically doing the same thing, but with limits for all of them. And here we have the live Zoom project redesign faculty review for Amira, where experts and teachers in production, layout, graphic design, and web design give her feedback on what it is that she's doing and asking her about her decision making. And she gives feedback too as well, because she's new at this and she doesn't have that experience, but she still is very curious about how she wants to do her work. And here we have teacher reviews, tasks, goals, and conclusions. So over here we have our terminal objectives and our enabling objectives, and then we have feedback from the teachers. And then Amira also is talking about how this work is shaping what she's trying to do in terms of being a designer and using creative thinking. And here we have the usability test results, key reception, key formal features. Very interesting feedback in terms of 2 people might like this and 1 person might like that. 1 person might recommend this and recommend that. So it's a very complex application, but it worked out really well. And here are my revision plans for the user testing finding. And I just wanted to point out just maybe 3 things. Having the student keep a journal and talk about their thought process into their redesign. And also, the user may or may not do 3 redesigns with the same limitations in each category, but they may end up going with 1. And also, feedback is necessary for the design and creative process through the Zoom faculty critiques. And a rubric needs to be used to determine how the student will succeed in the course and that the student is learning from the redesign task. I just want to say thank you very much for this opportunity to present this. And again, this is going to be a course that is going to be used for, again, my primary persona is a sophomore, a guy becoming a sophomore as a freshman. And then my secondary persona is a high school seniors who are thinking about going into graphic design. Thank you very much, and I appreciate that.